It's a scary thought to think about everything that we have lost and what could we possibly lose more in the future.
We've lived off the land and lived off the porcupine caribou since time immemorial. We're spiritually connected to our land, to the waters and all that lives on Mother Earth.
There's more communication that needs to happen around chronic wasting disease, and we need to spread the word.
To build awareness, to communicate the complexities of this disease. Not only the science of it, but how we better understand what the implications are for our communities, for First Nations.
It's really scary for me to think that the chronic waste disease can come north. We have a strong spiritual connection to the land, to the animals, and to all that lives on Mother Earth. And the chronic waste disease affecting and impacting the animals in our area, on our traditional territory, it's just devastating.
When you're looking at chronic wasting disease and what it can actually amount to, what's going to happen when, especially our people that use different parts, especially the brain, for tanning hides or doing other things, and suddenly they're asked to be looking for disease. You're asking people that may not have the full information on there, so there's going to be a fear of using that for customary practice, and we have to look at this as an infringement of our Aboriginal rights, and a very substantial one.
So when we sit in these circles, we add our voice to the issues that's going to impact and affect us and all future generations. We make sure we have a seat.
And to be part of this territory right now and get these teachings, it's a powerful thing. It's important to have these discussions and move them forward into outcomes that strengthen our nations and our voices.
The biggest concern that people should have is the impacts that we'll have on total population, especially Indigenous communities who rely heavily on harvesting for food and other products that they derive from the animal. Chronic wasting disease can impact the populations to a point where we may not be able to utilize them in the normal sense that we have in the past.
It's our kin. That's who we're responsible for. They've clothed and fed us again since time immemorial, and it's our reciprocal duty to take care of them now that they're sick. It matters if you're a hunter, if you're a harvester, or even if you're a farmer. Regardless of what boat you're in, you can appreciate nature for what it offers you, and it's our job to fix that.
It takes away a lot from us as First Nations people. It's completely traumatizing. You know, when I think about my grandchildren, what are we leaving for them? If this disease comes up north and impacts our way of life, it's just one more thing that we're taking away from our future generations. Because that's the ties that strengthen us so deep as First Nations people in this country. We share our traditional food as gifts to one another to strengthen our ties with one another as brothers and sisters, as family, and to be able to keep our spirits strong and alive.
This work is not only about disease management. It is about upholding our ways of life, listening, and finding the balance with our traditional knowledge and Western science, and ensuring our communities have clear, meaningful information to protect our food systems and our children yet to come.
And we need to understand that it goes beyond just affecting the animals, but it also affects our culture.
But what are our next steps? What do we do? Do we have any solutions or any best practices to keep our people safe and I guess mitigate or prevent the spread? We can project the movement, and it doesn't look good. So how to keep those risks minimum, it's going to be a lot up to us and a lot up to Creator.
It's really interesting that all of you can come together and learn this. And it's vitally important that we do get educated. It's so vitally important we honor the animals. They're telling us a message. And the message is that, no, what are we going to do about it?
But it's too close for comfort. Our people have to prepare, however you prepare for this, and to be able to make sure that we learn and try to understand as much as we can. There's also hope. No matter how deep a challenge we face in our life, our knowledge keepers, our esteemed elders, our grandmothers and our grandfathers always tell us, don't lose hope and continue to stand strong and do whatever we can to move forward.
2 days that we've been spending here reminds us that it's not chronic wasting disease or winter ticks. They're not individual things to deal with, but they need not to look at it as one single thing, but look at it as a whole, what impacts it has, and deal with it as such.
Our treaties affirmed our right to hunt, harvest, and live in relationship with the land. And with those rights comes responsibility. Responsibility to protect and sustain what Creator has entrusted to us. A lot of us have lost those teachings along the way, and you need to understand what you need to do. And when you don't understand, that's a sad feeling. But it also makes you want to learn more. And it makes you want to listen and pay attention when you get those teachings. And that is the key where we need to all do our part and teach our kids and our future generations.